Scorpio. What's up, Scorpio? I'm so sorry if the quality is not looking good. I don't know what's going on with this camera situation. I need to buy one. Your girl is broke. So right now I'm using my laptop camera footage or whatever. So I apologize again if the footage is shitty, okay? But yeah, so I've already started your reading, and it ended up my camera died while I was doing it. So I'm gonna just jump right in and start over. But I literally just was reading for you guys, okay? So it's fresh, it's new. I'm still in the midst of it. I still have my cards right here, okay? But I've already pulled for recent energy, present energy, and then it's going to be future energy. I have it here too, but I'm going to do some more clarification, okay? So, okay, for your past energy, we had the Hermit card. Oh, it's just crazy. Yeah, so we have the Hermit card, okay? Now, the Hermit card is all about going into oneself and kind of like becoming your own sanctuary, and like growing spiritually, growing with wisdom, and really just becoming more of a person that's going into themselves and finding the answers within themselves, okay? So this is a very Virgo like energy. So maybe you're feeling like you cannot rely on anyone right now, or maybe it's time for you to work on yourself, which is completely fine. Now, when I picked up that card, I also had a popper come out, and it was the Justice card in reverse. Okay, so this can be a Leo, I mean not a Leo, a Libra. Not cooperating with you, or this could be just you trying to go into yourself and figure out what the hell's going on, because you cannot figure out where this injustice is coming from. Okay, you can't figure out who's lying, who's doing this, who's doing that, right? So okay, now for your current energy, we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, okay? Now, this is telltale signs of cooperation not working out, okay? So some type of commitment, or maybe engagements that you're doing, or relationships, friendships, business relations, whatever it is, it's not working out. So this could be as small as you and your lover or your girl or your guy, you guys are arguing all the time, da 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 da. Or this could be big, I mean, in the middle, where it's like your boss is like micromanaging the fuck out of you, and you're just like, yo, like, I got this, right? Or this could be as big as all of the relationships in your life are they're taking on this energy where it's like one thing is corrupting the other thing. One thing is like messing up all this other stuff. It's like everyone's stepping on everyone's toes, right? Okay, so with that, I wanted to do clarification just to see what this energy is being caused by, right? And I got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and so to me, that sign, I mean that card usually makes me feel like Virgo. So there's a lot of Virgo energy in your spread already. Okay, so I was like, okay, so if this is Virgo, then this is probably a person that is sarcastic, because my moon sign is Virgo, so I definitely can resonate with that energy. But it's in reverse, so this person can be just really getting on your nerves with the sarcasm, maybe not acting like they don't care, like really nonchalant, or just this could just be you. It doesn't have to be literally a Virgo, okay? This could just be you feeling like you can do things on your own. And with this energy of the Hermit right here, I can see that for some of you, or most of you, like you guys are like, I don't need this. Like whatever you're trying to do, I don't need this. Like what are you really doing? And that could be a hindrance, or that could be help, okay? That could be you helping yourself by being more independent, or this could be a time where you're shutting out people who could really be beneficial to you, right? But again, if it's going with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, this means that there's no cooperation. So maybe the person you're dealing with that you can't cooperate with, for some of you, will be a Virgo or any earth sign, okay? So Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, okay? So any of those. Or this could just be you, and you're taking on these characteristics of like really not showing much like empathy, okay? So then I wanted to know, if this is you in the situation, what is this journey going to look like, okay? And I got the Five of Cups. And this is the time of being content with what you have, with what you have. So being grateful, being not so like greedy, like you really are just, you need to take the time to appreciate what you have and what you could actually, accommodate in the future. But if this is not you, and you're not the person causing the tension, but you're trying to figure out what the hell to do, I got the 8 of Wands, okay? And this is a telltale sign as well, where you need to get out of the situation. You cannot look at this from within. You can't be in the situation and then try to figure out the answer. You have to get out of the situation and then look at it from an outside perspective so you can be safe, because right now the territory is real slick right now, okay? So sometimes it's doing good and the other times it's doing bad. But you as a person have to figure out if this is not you, okay? You have to figure out what to do, but from an outside way, like I said. So maybe go to higher ground. This is about like not knowing exactly how this shit is going to happen or what's going to happen, but you know that if you're not in the midst of all of it, at least you can figure out how to escape, or at least you can figure out if you want to stay a part of this, okay? So be very, very cautious, because the 8 of Wands really gives me the vibes of like watch out, something's about to go down, okay? As you can see, she's in panic mode, right? Y'all excuse my nails. Your girl is not popping. She is not popping today, okay? My nails are terrible. But okay, so then for your future energy, we have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So this usually means you're working hard at something, you're staying consistent. It usually has something to do with work, but it can mean any relationship. You're working hard to fix something. You're working hard to obtain something in any shape or form in your life. Since it's in reverse, I really feel like this situation with this this cooperation thing that's not working out, I really think that's going to prevent you from being able to get some of the things that you deserve, or get some of the obtain some of the goals that you wanted, just because you're focused on something else, or you're probably focused on trying to fix a situation with someone else. It really just depends on what your situation is, right? But again, I really feel like, hold on, I just got a popper. We have the 3 of Wands in reverse. So some of you are being like too impatient, almost to the point where it's like baby, you just have to wait for your right time to come, okay? So if some of you guys are trying to sabotage something, or because there was the Injustice card, okay, in reverse. So some of you guys are trying to sabotage someone else's success, or if some of you guys are feeling like, when is my time going to come? How do I get out of this shit when nothing is working out for me in the first place, right? I feel like that's the feeling that some of you guys are going through. But with this 3 of Wands in reverse, that really scares me, guys, because that means you're going to try to do too much, and with that you can mess up the balance of what is to come to you, okay? The karma is so real right now because we're in Jupiter retrograde. And with that being said, this is a time where literally it's like, okay, if you have racked up some good karma, this is going to be great for you. But if you're not doing well with the karma thing, this is going to be a really rough time. And I feel like some of you are really going through some stuff right now when it's coming to like your relationships in your life, what you want in your life, maybe your work situation. Like things are not going as smoothly as they should be going. I'm going to see what you guys can do to improve that future thing, because I really don't want you guys to struggle or to feel, greedy or get some type of jealousy vibes or whatever that is, okay? So we have the Wish card, okay? The Star card, the Wish card, whatever you want to call it. So this embodies basically, this goes with the zodiac Aquarius, okay? So if you have any Aquarius in your life, now is a good time to probably try to get close to them or to be near them, because they can really help you have that energy, okay? But also, if you don't have any Aquarius in your life, that's totally fine. The card is about getting what you want, okay? So this is about a wish being granted that wasn't necessarily set in stone, but it happened for you. So with that, yeah, and then the base of your deck right now is 4 of Cups, okay? And so 4 of Cups also shows you not being inspired, but the universe is handing you something. You just have to look up to it, which is kind of like the Wish card, okay? So this to me is telling me that you do have help on your side. You do have the universe here for you, but you have to be willing to take that gift. You have to be willing to want to manifest that. You can't just be stuck in your head and thinking, oh, well, I planned it like this, but it's not happening the way I wanted to. You have to make sure you're manifesting. You have to make sure you're doing good on your karma. You can't expect to get things in return and then not you know, not be the right receiver for it. It's kind of like, what is the universe going to help you for if you feel like the universe doesn't have your back to begin with, okay? And I know for some Scorpios, you guys can be very standoffish. Not all of you, but I know a good deal of you can be that way, at least until you get warmed up, right? And that's totally fine. It's totally fine to pick and choose, but when it comes to getting what you want, you have to be a little bit more open-minded, just a tad, okay? You don't have to change who you are. You don't have to get out of your head, okay? Because, like, who has time? You know, like, you don't have to do that. But what I am saying is just be a little bit more open to working with others and also welcoming in the manifestations that you want to attract to you, right? Because, I mean, like, who doesn't want to do that? So, yeah, I think that's just the main thing right now. You may be feeling like you can't trust someone because you've been trying to work with them and things are just hitting the fan. And you're like, okay, we're not going to be able to work together. We have the Fool card in reverse, okay? So some of you guys are going through this new journey and maybe it's just not what you're used to. And I've gotten that card so many times with so many other signs for Jupiter retrograde, okay? So this is definitely a time where you yourself could be feeling like, okay, I'm going down this journey, I'm doing all of this stuff, but this is not me, this is not what I want, I don't like this. But at the same time, it's like you have to be able to mold, okay? You got your water signs. So you have to get out of your head of being a Scorpio, like, well, if I don't like this, I'm not doing it. You know, like, there's okay with having traditions, having cycles. But if you do want to expand to new horizons, which I feel that most of you do, because you have the Star card here, you have the Hermit here. You have so many cards that say, like, you are trying to evolve. Or at least get to another level, but you have to get a little bit out of your comfort zone and allow things to warm up to you. It doesn't mean that you have to trust someone right away. It doesn't mean that you have to be so different, but just allow things to happen, okay? So don't go into situations closed-minded, okay? Unless you know for a fact that that person is not somebody you're trying to fuck with, okay? But other than that, you really just need to be open-minded. I think that's the message for this, okay? Stay open-minded. Stay aware of what's going on, but also be aware of what could be. You know, be able to look over the horizon. I really feel like this is gonna be a good time for you guys to do that. I'm gonna see you know, I'm gonna see what comes out for that. For a risk, they take a risk during this Jupiter retrograde. We have the Five of Wands in reverse. So I really feel like if you guys take the risk of really being able to open up and not be so closed-minded, that power struggle that's going on, that cooperation that's happening will subside. But you Scorpio, you have to be willing to open up. A lot of people, I'm just going to be real with you, are kind of afraid to open up to Scorpio. They're afraid to be close to them because they're so, like, they don't really need anyone to be there for them, you know? I mean, I know you guys do, but I'm saying, like, as far as how other signs view how Scorpios take them in, okay? For some signs it's perfectly easy to get along with them, but for most it's really hard for other signs to warm up to Scorpio, well, for them to allow Scorpios to take them in, because Scorpios usually are like, girl, like, you're not what I'm trying to fuck with right now. But I think more opportunities will come to you and that power struggle will really subside and you can be in the position that you actually want to be if you allow yourself to open up just a little bit more, okay? It doesn't mean that you have to let in people that you know are wrong. Trust your instinct, but I do think that since you had that past energy of the Hermit card, which is really going within oneself, I think you learned more than you're giving yourself credit for. And I really need you guys to use that knowledge that you've acquired and use it in your everyday life. You know, you don't want to just read a book and then not use the knowledge you know, for further endeavors. You know, that's how you get smarter, that's how you rank up, that's how you level up. You use what you know, you use what you've learned, and you use that for something that can actually benefit you in the future. I also think that with this Hermit card, I think the reason why you guys retreated into yourself and kind of went loner stage is because you have this injustice. I think someone did you wrong. Someone did something where it's just not acceptable for you. And it's something that it's like, no, like you're not in the right for this. So I have every right to retreat to myself. I have every right to do what the fuck I want to do, which is fine. You have every right to be that way. But I also don't want you to get trapped in that sticky, like, it's like this energy, because I've been there before, okay? So it's kind of just like you're so angry. It's like you can say, oh, I forgive this person, I don't give a fuck. But if you still have that anger, it's kind of like, no, baby, like they're still having some attachment to you. You have to be the bigger person and just kind of be like, okay, like, okay, like put a wall up to them. But for everything else, all the other opportunities that you can afford to come to you, there's so many. But you have to be willing to let go of whatever that situation was. I don't think it's hurting you, but I do think it's prohibiting you to be able to get along with others, or maybe even to, have good relationships with others, because you're kind of still stuck on that, oh, I don't want to be done like that again type thing. Okay, so like trust issues or whatever you want to call it. It doesn't have to be love. It could be friends, family, whatever. But I do think that one person or that situation really is making it hard for you to let go and to trust. And but I mean, it's up to you, but I think it will be really, really beneficial for you guys to allow that to happen. You have the wish card in I'm sorry, the star card in your future spread, so you can definitely manifest so many good things to come to you guys. Like, I'm not joking. Like, there's so many things that you can manifest right now, but you have to be willing to look up. Even right here, we have the Four of Cups right here. The universe is handing you a cup. It's handing you that renewal, that replenishing, that rehydration of your emotional life, your energy, your mental stability, your emotional. It's handing it to you. You have to look up. You have to get out of your little funk. You have to get out of your little hermit shell, your little Virgo thing. And trust me, I understand, because I'm a Virgo. I'm a moon sign Virgo. So I get that. Like, retreating into yourself and kind of just being like, yo, I don't need none of that shit. Like, all that shit is for the birds. Like, pa fuera. But it's like you have the universe trying to connect to you. So really, since you're inside of yourself right now, use that to connect to whatever you believe in, whoever you believe in. The universe is trying to reach out to you right now. So use that, okay? Please, like, don't let that go to waste, okay? It's important. Yeah. I was just like channeling, and then I'm like, okay, I think that's it, girl. Okay, so yeah. Like I said, you guys, be open-minded, manifest, work on your manifestation skills, okay? I love you guys so much for supporting me and the channel. I do personal readings if you feel like you need a little bit more insight on what you should do or what direction you should go in. I'm definitely here for that. My prices are very convenient, so don't be afraid. Yeah, and just reach out to me. I leave all of my my social media and my email down below to contact me so we can book your reading. If I'm not your favorite Leo, I hope I will be one day. And until next time, I will see you, Scorpio, in the next one. Bye.